Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing out there? It's your boy Derek, Pretty Boy Dow, Pretty Boy to pet the ground for me, ladies, ground. And welcome to another episode of Live from Sour Apple. You know, it's the Question of the Day show where we pose you a question. You get back at us, www.lapnation.blogspot.com. You tell us what you think and we make it happen for you. Now, I'm honored, and trust me when I say I'm honored, to have such a great person in the car with me right now. If you guys don't know this guy, it's because he worked too hard on his craft. I'm talking about Filmmaking Assassin. I'm talking about, this is the guy, if y'all was following me on the first tier of the Fiesta mission, like chapter 1, this was my go-to guy. I needed cam work. This was the dude. Freak Your Ride, ABC's Extreme Home Makeover. This is the man right here. Bree is interlude. I mean, oh my God, his work is just amazing. What else do he got? I mean, I can't even.
I mean, I haven't stepped up to features like you, and I'm not doing national, projects like Derek, but I'm training right now. I'm emerging.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Collins. Go ahead and talk to the people, man. I can't brag on your name.
I just want to be like him. I just want to be a great writer, screenwriter, and director like my man. One of the first things I think I told Derek was, it's crazy, how, you got Spielberg and Lucas and Coppola and Scorsese was all friends. These guys walking on each other's sets, trading percentage points. And I told Derek, man, like, like we need to do that.
Yeah.
It's black men. I want to walk on the set with him and we see each other set. Just trade 3% to see who do better. Spielberg is still collecting checks off of, George Lucas, Star Wars, when he did that. And they just playing.
Yeah.
And these are the greatest ever, and they had no egos and worked together. So why we as black people can't do that?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I had to link up with, probably the most prolific filmmaker in Chicago.
Thanks. Wow, thanks. Oh, look at that. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
No matter what nobody did, unless they moved $30,000 worth of independent films by themselves, they ain't really doing shit. No matter how good your craft is.
Mm-hmm.
He shut down theaters on its own. And I can commend that. And I know
appreciate that.
These guys coming from NYU grad school, USC grad school, a lot of them have yet to do that. Make it independent on their own, shut down theaters, and push $30,000 copies, $30,000 worth of copies of an independent movie.
Appreciate you, man.
And it only costs him like $5 to make it. So.
I appreciate that.
By himself.
Let's jump in. I appreciate that, man. Let's jump into the question of the day. You see, that's what happened. See, that's what happened, guys, when you put two individuals in the sector that respect the craft and respect the work ethic. Nothing but respect happens. No hate, no nothing, just respect. But let's go ahead and jump up into the into question of the day. What question you got for the people?
Okay, ironically, this is interesting. This is something that's been bubbling in my mind. We in the south side of Chicago, right now, as black men. My major question right now, for the world and my community is, why is the black identity disintegrating? What's going on in the black community? And it's like, it has gotten worse. I put this on my Facebook page. A theory I want to touch on. Black Nihilism in America by Cornel West. He stated that in the 60s, when we were fighting for a cause and our identity and for rights, we was like this. Mm-hmm. We all lived together. We took care of each other kids. We had rules and we had values. After we got those rights, and we became desegregated, and the middle class and successful black lawyers all moved to white neighborhoods and left a low-income black class to kill themselves and each other. And it's like, there was a time when we were like this, but that time is done.
Why do you think that is?
Man, well, that one stack that we have no black professionals and positive black people in our community anymore for the kids to look up to. A lot of people in Chicago want to blame a lot of things in Chicago, but first and foremost, I think it starts at home, and that's not being taken care of. There's a lack of parenting, a lack of values. And for some reason, African Americans, and the word nihilism comes from a feeling of nothingness. I think underneath, like, we buy chains and cars with rims and go downtown and spend all this money that we don't have because we feel like we are nothing. We don't have our identity straight. Bill Cosby said that before we can demand respect from the white people, we have to look in the mirror and change ourselves first. A lot of people got mad at him because he said that. But it's true. I think we hate ourselves, so we kill each other. You know, we seriously, especially on the south side of Chicago, man, you know, these guys care nothing of their future and themselves, so they'll put you on the ground in an instance. You know, and it's in the corporate world too. You know, we got a lot of black professionals fighting for the white man's attention that'll cut the other, you know, cut their own in a second, you know, just to find acceptance with these white people. So,
you know what? I look at it as a whole bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
Let's start media.
Okay.
Let's do media.
Definitely.
Let's start from the media standpoint. I got into, and I don't know if you even know this story. I got into acting. I mean, I got into filmmaking because I was an actor, and I was an actor who, at that point in time, in 2003 is when I started acting. The only people that were finishing movies were, you know, the white guys up north. But unfortunately, every movie, every part that I could get with them that was made for a black role was hoodlum, drug dealer, or player. You know what I'm saying? And that was every role. And I remember not too long ago, I was working on a film with some DePaul students, and they cast me, and of course I was breaking into somebody's house. And then I was talking to the director, and I said, well, now why did the two people that you choose to break into the home was a Mexican and a black guy? Like, why is that? And I said, why couldn't one of us have the role of, you know, the business person of the house that we were breaking into? Why not that? And you know what she told me? She said, well, maybe if you cut your hair off and get like a fade, you will get cast for more business type roles. Now, one right then and there, like I didn't let.
And you know what's sad? And now that you bring that up, you know what's sad? I was at Columbia, which, you know, Columbia, Chicago is a well-known media school. A lot of people call it a good school. I call it a white school. And in most of my classes, I was the only black guy in the class. And the discussion came up of culture in the business world. It's funny how I see all these white guys walking around with flip-flops and cut-up Abercrombie and Abercrombie and Fitch jeans and polos. But in our culture, we have expressive ways to dress in.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Right, no,
they can walk around with flip-flops and cut up Abercrombie and Fitch jeans. But when we walk around with one of our colloquialisms, you know, maybe a t-shirt and some jeans or some Sean John, you instantly get that nigga look. And it's sad. And this one white dude said this thing, and it still irritates me to this day. Oh, when it comes to business, you need to leave your culture at the door. Nigga, that's because business is your fucking culture. You don't have to leave your culture at the door. With black people, we have to immediately assimilate, cut off our hair, you know, wear tight jeans, whatever you have it, and change our speech, the way we talk and everything in order to fit into their culture.
Yeah, and you know what? I think,
sad.
And not to blame, because I'm not a finger pointer. I'm a big. It is somewhat of our fault. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I tell people all the time, because I'm even funny acting when I do business and I'm doing business with rappers. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be like, yo, you come to my crib, don't come in there smelling like wild bush. Don't bring 15 dudes to my house at once. You come by yourself. We sit down. We have a meeting. You sign contracts. We do things like that.
Yeah.
You got to understand, too, our colloquialisms.
Yeah.
The problem is that most of our colloquialisms have been rooted from reality at prisons, stuff like that. Come on, the baggy look. The baggy look, no shoes, no shoestrings in the gym shoes. That's from prison. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize that's a prison look.
I mean, yeah, we perpetuate a lot of the
you know what I'm saying?
in the media.
We do.
We play into it. We perpetuate it.
So
it's crazy.
Some of that is our fault, but you got to understand too. Locks don't always mean bad. You know what I'm saying? Braids don't always mean bad. Now,
no big jeans and then t-shirts on. I mean, I went through that phase because, you know, I mean, I was in an urban area and I was still smart. But, I mean, as a young guy, I dressed like that for a while. And I was still a good guy and a lot of my friends were good, but that's just like the whites out there, you know, Abercrombie and Fitch or whatever. We had our Sean John jeans and academics and long t-shirts. And that didn't necessarily mean it was bad. Maybe it was right for us to stay in our own neighborhoods to build ourselves and our own identity up first. And it was just a rumor, but I think change first and foremost starts with the black community.
And it's got to start in the home.
It starts with the parents.
It's got to start
It starts with the parents. It starts with the parents. It's not the school teachers, it's not the Chicago cops, it's not the media, it starts with the parents. Teach your kids good values. And a lot of people might be mad about those few statements, but it starts at home.
You heard it here. Answer the question. It's my most controversial one. We here live from South Apple. Give him the deuce. Jeremy Collins, deuces all day.
Pretty boy down. Ladies, you already know what
Every
to do.
day.
I'm getting tired of hearing them saying it. I might steal it.
We out all day.